Hi, everyone. It's Jane Celia Hatch, Bethesda Star, Targeted Shaman. I've also added Journal Witch to my list of names because I'm combining journalism. And I have a BA in journalism, and I was a newspaper reporter with 30 years experience and a master's degree in shamanism and intuitive healing. And I don't believe a report is thorough unless you've included the higher conscience and the intuitive. So briefly as I can, first I want to call in my highest self and my guides. Always have my crystal with me. So I'm going to follow up on the big interview, the Oprah interview with Harry and Meghan. I did a longer version, my anticipation and some of my issues with Meghan Markle. I thought that she was part of an agenda, a woke agenda, and it was based on false concepts and ideologies that she doesn't really embrace. And that was the biggest danger for her. I thought she was more dangerous than Prince Andrew right now because he is sort of quarantine controlled, minimized, and somewhat dismissed. But Meghan Markle is, in my opinion, she's sort of on a rampage. And there's just 3 points I want to bring up about the interview yesterday with Oprah Winfrey at 7 o'clock in America. It was just broadcast today in the UK. And of course, it is all over the newspapers. The UK is horrified that Meghan came out and made dismissive comments about Kate. She indicated that there was racism and another bombshell. And I knew the wedding was fake. And I said it in my last video, and I said it 6 months ago, and I knew it when I was watching. There was just not something right about the wedding. And she came out and admitted that they were already married. They'd married 3 days early. She didn't provide an explanation. In the backyard of their house, they were married. So I don't know why they did that, but I just had a very strange feeling that I was watching a show. And if you're already married, it is a show, and you haven't told anyone, it's a complete show. So again, the reason I do what I do when I do a journal witch report or channeling or prophecy is I'm hoping to help usher in a paradise earth, and that is not the new world order. In fact, is the opposite. And so whatever I'm talking about or introducing, I want it framed in that regard. I just don't do things to gossip. I'm doing this one because I'm really concerned about the influence Meghan Markle has on a lot of people in America. I don't think the UK is going to fall for this, but she right now, unfortunately, is inciting violence, and she's doing it in a very passive aggressive way. What she said was that someone at the castle at some point said that they were concerned about how dark the baby would be. So she won't say who or why or when, but that just someone had said it, and Harry backed it up that someone had said it. So this isn't quite a George Floyd moment, but it's close. Maybe someone did indicate that they were worried or concerned or interested. Who knows who it was? I mean, the institution has been around, I don't know how long, 1,000 years. It's always been white. So this would be something that would maybe be said, but she won't say who said it. And I'm not saying it's not racist. I'm not saying maybe it wasn't said. Maybe it was. This is the first Black person in European history, I believe, in the English monarchy, to have some Black blood. She doesn't look Black. She doesn't act Black. She was raised in a white, upper class suburban home. She doesn't seem Black to me at all, but she does have a Black mother. So the comment can be construed as racist, but um, she's in a leadership position, or she should be, as the Duchess, and they say they're not representing the royalty, but they are. They go by the Duke and Duchess. To come out and say internationally to millions and millions of people around the world that someone in the royal family was concerned about the tone of the baby that she might have, Archie, is kind of a George Floyd moment. There's going to be major backlash around the world. And I think she did this on purpose. And I think she did it because she is part of the deep state. The deep state right now wants division. They want anarchy. They want us fighting against each other. They're all into, color of skin. They're all into sexuality and what sex you are. So she is promoting division and racism. This is all about race. A lot of the interview was about race, and that was one of the bombshells she dropped. Other than the fact they were already married, and I'll share my screen. So I just want people to wake up, and part of waking up, in my estimation, is being in touch with your gut instinct, and that's what I'm trying to promote. Shamanism is your gut instinct. It's your connection with your higher self. It's connection with your loving and compassionate spirit guides. So this is what I thought was a show. Well, I didn't know what it was, but I knew it wasn't real. I had it in my gut the minute I saw it. It was a charade. I didn't know why, but now I know. They were already married for some reason. They got married 3 days earlier. So this was a parade, a show. I don't know why they got married early. They never said it. So this was all a fake, really. They were already married. Maybe that's why she was smirking through the whole thing. And there's her revelation. Meghan Markle reveals she and Prince Harry secretly got married 3 days before royal wedding. And this is the interview. So again, she's revealing that a lot of the things she does are not real. I still don't know about Archie. He must be there somewhere, but we haven't seen him in 9 months. This doesn't instill a lot of faith in her as a leader, which she's perpetrated to be. She's trying to lead, in a way, the Democratic Party. She's voted for Joe Biden. She's had a lot of influence on young Black girls, even though she does not appear, have any of the culture or, surroundings or anything about her suggests that she's Black, but she does have a lot of influence in the Black community. And right now she is igniting racism again. And if she had an issue with the royal family about this, it absolutely should have been handled in private, because this went around the globe, this interview. So millions and millions and millions of people now are going to be ignited, angry, upset. Oprah was mortified that this was even a possibility. The fact that they won't say who did it, why would they come out and say that it happened, but they won't say who it is? It's almost like they didn't want to get in too much trouble, but they wanted to put out enough fear, anger to start potentially another wave. We're just recovering from BLM and Antifa to a point. This is just a way to get things going again. It's more division and more racism. So the other piece of Meghan's interview was she said that Kate had made her cry. So there was sort of something about a flower girl dress. And Meghan also said she was so disturbed when she was pregnant that she wanted to kill herself right before she got married, while she was pregnant, because it was so horrible at the castle. Now, it probably is horrible. I'm not one of those fans of the Windsor family, and I know Princess Diana said it was horrible, but Diana was only 19. She didn't have the support Meghan does. And I said that Meghan was doubling as Diana, and to sort of evoke this rescue. relationship with Harry. And when she said that she wanted to kill herself because it was so bad right before she got married, I didn't believe her. There was in her face, her expression. I don't believe that she was that upset. I think she's copying Diana because it really pulls in Harry from his most wounded self. Basically, she's got him in a place where Harry probably feels like he's actually getting to rescue his mother, Diana. I think one of the boys' biggest hurdles, emotional hurdles, where they could not rescue their mother. So she is pulling on him in his most weakest, vulnerable. And again, I think it's a manipulation. I think it's more division, creating more anarchy, more. This is sexism. So she's promoting sexism, racism, lying, all going on in the royal family. And it may be, but I think Meghan's role in it is to create sympathy for herself and division and chaos and racism in the rest of the world. So the last point I want to make, one of the things, and the reason I'm doing this, because Meghan Markle is one of the people you should not follow. She is not awakened. She is part of, from everything I can tell about her, part of the deep state, ushering in a new world order, which includes the Green New Deal, which is about the elite having everything, no middle class, and a very, very substandard lower class, which would be the rest of the world, where you're allocated, 4 packets of oatmeal a week, 3 logs, 10 visits per year to the city, no travel. It starts slowly, but that's what the Green New Deal is. And you're going to have, a very, small kind of, you can't have windows, you can't have this, concrete. We're already not supposed to build concrete, according to Joe Biden. So that's what she's pushing. And these lies and manipulation and half truths just reflect her character. And what she's really trying to do is divide through racism and sexism, igniting anger, fear towards, it's not going to be just towards the royal family, it's going to be another division. So she's trying to create another sort of George Floyd moment. And I hope that people are, get in touch with their gut and just let this pass over. She is not a leader for freedom. She's in my estimation, part of the death cult. Restrict, condense, freedom, control, minimize. And so this is, I'm just showing you this. I showed it in my last video. This is Henry David Thoreau, the philosopher, naturalist, writer. About around the middle of the 19th century, he built a tiny cabin. So he would be what I call a conservationist, a naturalist, a reductionist, living simply, communicating with the trees, the pond, the forest. It's everything the woke say they are, it is this. Now, Thoreau was truly awakened, but he didn't try to stuff it down our throats. He said, this is an example of living closer to nature with less water, less of everything. But he wasn't, a Marxist or communist, because he didn't try to force it down everyone's throat. He simply wrote about it, and it became history, and it became a resource. And people still visit there. This is Concord, Massachusetts, right near where I grew up. And this is the home of a woke person. This is Harry and Meghan's home. I don't know how many millions of dollars it costs. It's got like 10 bedrooms, 16 baths, the enormous amount of water that goes into that. This is an example of the woke saying that you should awaken and stop flying, stop doing everything. You know, don't ride horse, don't do anything, don't go here, don't go there, live less. It's so they can absorb the resources for themselves. And that's what Meghan Markle is promoting, is a woke agenda which will benefit the elite, eliminate the middle class, and reduce the rest of us, sort of a peasant mentality. You know, you'd be living out here by the dumpster if the Green New Deal goes through. So anyway, I thought it was really interesting that I finally found out why I felt that Harry and Meghan, I felt very uncomfortable with the wedding. I said something's not right, and I never knew why. And now I know they were already married, and she came out and said that. So anyway, I'm not a fan of Meghan Markle. I have compassion for everyone, but she's dangerous. And I said that before Oprah's interview, and I'm saying it again now, even more so. And I also said, from a shamanic point of view, Harry is suffering deeply from soul loss. And I saw more evidence of it is when you give all your power away from someone you perceive has more charisma than you, and you get weaker and weaker and weaker. So you almost can't do anything until they tell you what to do. And he has lost all his family. He's let go of all the responsibilities that he loved, you know, being part of the military there and his honors. All that's cut off. His family over there, his friends over there. He's a shadow of himself, where she grows stronger and brighter. And that's truly a codependent, a narcissistic relationship. And also, from a shamanic point of view, it's a sign of soul loss and soul theft. If I was to do a healing, or, you know, I probably would see pieces of his soul in her, that she has basically absorbed him, and he would not know what to do without her, he thinks. He thinks, and I said this in my video, and he said it last night, he believes she saved him from the royal family. I think he's gone from the fire to the frying pan. And my prediction was, ultimately, Harry would leave her. He would sort of travel the world. He would go through the dark night of the soul, but he would be reborn, in a sense, through more knowledge, more insight. And he would again join the royal family, and then William would make a new position for him. So today I make flower essence for healing. It heals your energy field. I always use white rose. It connects me with my higher self, my higher consciousness. I'm able to more easily access. I think that's why, you know, I don't run out of words, because I'm really accessing an energy and beyond the cerebral. It's the higher consciousness. And I used pumpkin today. I think I've said this before. I am very feminine. I have a lot of feminine energy. So activating, making things happen, I need more male. So pumpkin flower is very male energy. It's positive male energy. So I've been using it today because I'm working on my book about Princess Diana. I really should do a channeling with her. I'd be very interested to see. She's a very protective mother. You know, I would love to, and I probably am, as I'm talking about Harry, you know, I probably am, because if you're a channel, you are always kind of connected with the higher beings that are around you, you know, not directly. So I probably am also, in addition to the journalism, and my own intuition, channeling some of Diana's energy on this particular subject. So if you're interested in a shamanism workshop, I have one, Healing America, where you can actually learn to journey through the energy field, like I do when I sometimes do remote viewing. You can bring love and healing to places your guides call you, or even in your own life. You can go to Bethesda Star to sign up or to get more information. And also, all of my flower essences which heal your energy field are available. And when you heal your energy field, things that might have gone into your body are stopped. Like, everything begins here. Your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, things start to go wrong here. And if you catch it here, it's not going to go into your body. So this is a really wonderful preventive, is flower essences, which heal the energy field. So lots of love to everyone. And, you know, like I said, I do have compassion for Meghan, but I believe she's very dangerous right now because she's pretending to be an awakened person. She's not. She's woke, which is about division, elitism, and racism. So lots of love. Please like, subscribe, share, and please comment. Thank you.